Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Steve Smith. I'm the editor of PHC News Magazine, and today I am joined by Mark Avron, Director of Sales at Triangle Tube. Mark, now this is going to be a fun interview for me because I could probably tell you some things.
Right.
But I went on a factory tour in England to see where the Triangle Tube's Instinct boiler is built at the Ideal Boiler plant in Hull, England. So I know that from the tour, and we also wrote about it in our current issue of the January issue of PHC News, and it talked about the no-fault forward method of manufacturing.
Yes. Yeah.
So why don't you explain that in your own
So
way?
the no-fault forward manufacturing process it's a method of manufacturing that ensures high quality product rolls off the line every time. We employ over 200 checkpoints as a boiler runs through the production process. It's also for us, it's a culture, it's a strategy for our company. Ideal is a leading manufacturer in the UK market, and they've done that on the back of producing high quality products. It's really a way of building in an audit to every boiler without having an auditor present, built into the process.
Right. And the thing too is, obviously there's a lot of quality control initiatives in manufacturing.
Sure.
Which this is that.
Right.
But we also looked at the R&D and the testing and everything else that went in before and during and I guess after. I mean, it's all encompassing in that philosophy, yeah?
Right, exactly. So you've got an R&D team of 60 people continually working on product improvement, product development. Our testing starts before the manufacturing process. When we receive products or raw components into the manufacturing process, all of those components are pre-tested, pre-checked to make sure that they meet our specifications before we get into the manufacturing process.
Right.
So, there's a lot involved in it.
A lot of stuff. Okay. So, again, my trip, I saw the Triangle Tube's Instinct boiler being built just as if it were, I suppose, an Ideal boiler meant for the UK market or European market.
Right.
So, it's meant, but it's obviously made for the US. So tell us about the Instinct boiler.
So Instinct boiler is manufactured specifically for the US by Ideal. The markets are a little bit different. One of the key differences in the US market are our homes tend to be just a wee bit bigger.
A little bit.
Oh, just a little bit. Our demand for domestic water is a little bit more. Yeah. So we start with a fire tube stainless steel heat exchanger. Group Atlantic, again, and Ideal boiler are synonymous with quality. So we source the highest quality components that we can in building the boiler.
Yep.
It's designed specifically for the U.S. application, whether you're talking about radiant floor systems or converting old cast iron radiator jobs, hydro air, snow melt applications, with a big focus on the combi market. Obviously, it's a growing market in the United States. So really focused on bringing a North American product to North America.
Fair enough. Now, my tour and the story largely talks about what I saw in England, but obviously, we're here in North America, and Triangle Tube is also reinvigorating itself in some ways as well. So what are your key focus points in the year ahead for Triangle Tube in North America?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so we have, under the leadership of Group Atlantic and Ideal Boiler, there's been a tremendous amount of investment in R&D and developing new products, but also increasing the service level of our company. So really the focus this year with launching the Instinct product into North America for 2020 is really supporting the growth and getting a strong foothold of the product in the market. It's really it comes down to service, right? How well do you service your customer from the pre-sale, in training, also during sale, and after sale. So the during sale, we've brought on some regional technical people into our organization, funded by Ideal Boiler, to really try to bring best-in-class service to our customers. About a month ago, we signed a long-term lease on a facility in Marlborough, Massachusetts, so central to the Northeast market. The Northeast represents about 40% of the condensing boilers in the North American market, so it's a significant market. We really want to show the market our commitment, and we know that the training is heavy and it's key to success in this business.
And the Marlboro facility will be open when exactly? What?
We're anticipating an April, May timeframe.
Okay, so pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty quick.
So
yeah.
largely a training center, or we talked a little bit yesterday about maybe some showroom of sorts?
Exactly. It's really going to be, what we would consider to be a customer experience center.
Yeah.
So it's coming in, it's showroom to display products. We
Okay.
can talk a little bit today about some of the future products that we may be seeing, but we want to, kind of preview there in this facility, along with having technical training, sales training, hands-on experience for guys to just give them a first-class experience in training.
But I understand it'd be training for contractors, but you mentioned too some, showroom to me thinks, I think homeowners. Are you actually wanting the homeowner to come in and take a look? Or?
Sure. Well, we may have opportunities in conjunction with our contractor partners to even have homeowners open houses, things of that nature. Yeah, so we have a different take on a showroom / training facility.
Anything else to talk about in terms of training the contractor? I know that you obviously you do it now. You don't have to wait till Marlboro, but what's different about the training that you're doing right now?
Well, it's the training has become a very multifaceted aspect for our business, and our industry, is struggling a little bit to attract new guys into the trade. So business owners find it more difficult to let guys go for a day or 2 days for training. They've obviously got to pay these guys. It's a cost to them, right? So we bring training right to the contractor now. We've got mobile training vehicles. Our wholesale distributors are strong partners who some have training facilities there, so we can go to their place of business and do training there. Our marketing team has developed a series of troubleshooting and installation and service videos, to help guys, if they can't reach tech support, they can, if they can reach YouTube, they can get help in videos for helping troubleshoot. So there's a lot of ways. The Marlboro training facility gives us access to a very large base of installing contractors.
Okay. Good. Now, at your booth here at AHR, Group Atlantic, the corporate owner, I guess, of Ideal and Triangle, for that matter, is also here in displaying some products. So what's going on there?
So, interestingly enough, 30 years this year at AHR for Triangle Tube, and this year, for the first time, under the ownership of Group Atlantic, our parent company. So what you saw in the booth is some products that we brought over that have already an existing presence in the European market, and it's really just for us an opportunity to gauge the interest level of the North American market. And so far in the first day here, we got a lot of positive feedback. We're kind of showing some eco-friendly products.
Such as, what are some of the products?
We've got an air-to-water heat pump that we can provide domestic water as well as space heating. Right? We've got a heat pump water heater and also an electric boiler. So we're starting to see some growth in that market as well.
Good. So these are products Group Atlantic sells and markets to the European market, I guess. They're not meant for North America, but you just want to can
absolutely be adapted to the North American market. If we see that there's an opportunity. Absolutely.
Good. Yeah. Now, we talked about R&D, and of course I saw it firsthand as well. But what are you doing to stay relevant as a manufacturer compared to your competitors?
Sure. I mean, our investment into R&D is not just. I mean, our core business today is in high efficiency gas boilers and indirect water heaters. So it's improving quality on existing products. So it's a constant update of existing product as well as developing new product and keeping an eye on emerging markets as well. And like I said, as old school and block and tackle as it is, the training is a cornerstone to this business. So.
Sure it is. Okay, one last question to wrap things up. What can our readers expect from Triangle Tube in the year ahead? We talked a little bit about this, but overall, what do you think is coming?
For us, you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of visibility on the company. We've stepped up our marketing efforts. A new product, we've mentioned the Instinct product before, so it's really going to be heavily focused on bringing this product, fully to market. It's here now. we've got a lot of work to do ahead of us, but we're structured to do that now. We've got the team in place on the sales side, on the marketing side, organizationally. So it's a rebuild for us. We're in a rebuilding year this year, but we're experiencing growth, and we've got a bright future ahead for Triangle 2.
Well, and on that note, let's end it.
Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
We
Mark.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Take care.